he was like, I would be like, let's go to fucking Red Lobster. What the hell is wrong with you kids?
White trash.
And we're all like McDonald's. I don't know. Maybe that could be a false memory. Maybe it was just me that wanted McDonald's. I've always been kind of obsessed with McDonald's in a bad way. But
Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome back from our short hiatus. Welcome back to Combo Series. I'm your host with the most. I'm taking Trevin's time. Good morning, good evening, and good night. I am RJ, aka Reg Travels.
oh god damn, you really got that down pat.
Boom.
Well, if you're listening, welcome back. I love to have you back, and I'm glad you're here to hear from me today. And I'm winging it, and you can find me at Trevin's World everywhere because I am the true motherfucking host with the motherfucking most.
Okay.
The chosen one. I had to build the suspense. Yeah, I'm always the chosen one. You don't stop being chosen by God, bro.
Oh, is that who you're chosen by?
Well, it's whatever you believe in. I'm not. That's not for me to decide. That's not my words.
I feel like they are. I feel like they're exactly your words. I don't know anybody else that called you the chosen one.
Listen, everybody calls me the chosen one.
Name 3 people. My mom.
People that I play Xbox Live with.
Okay, well, there you go.
Because it's my gamer tag.
In that case, you could call me at least 6 dragons. Then.
Word. Actually, it's Greedy Genius now, but that's copyrighted, so I can't say that I'm the Greedy Genius.
Aren't you a greedy genius?
Yes, but I can't be the Greedy Genius is the point.
Well, is it the Greedy Genius on Xbox?
No, it's just Greedy Genius.
Well,
and then some numbers. I'm not going to tell you what it is cuz then I don't want people finding me.
Yeah, me either.
Xbox. You got so many places to find me. If you're that interested, man, go follow Trevin's World on TikTok cuz we've been popping off over there, man. Shit is popping. Or how they say bussin' on TikTok.
Bussin'.
So find me on TikTok. I'm trying to go live more. I was going live like every day, and then I had to deal with some shit for a couple of days. But
it's not every day.
I'm gonna be back, posting regularly, and even going live because TikTok fucks with me, man, and that's cool. So.
Right. And you said right before we got on air, you have like 3,000 or about to have 3,000 followers.
Yeah, something like that. I should probably be at 3,000 the way things are moving by the end of the day. But I have over 2,500, so.
Shouts out to you.
Thanks.
Over 2,500 and you're expecting to get 3,000 today?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you the number right now, but it's in between there. Because I don't know what it is. Like, it varies.
Gotcha. Well, let's get into it, bro.
It's not about me being famous on TikTok.
Whatever.
Listen, though, I'm like really a big deal. No, I'm just kidding. 3,000 is not a fucking big deal, but that's really fucking cool that like 3,000 people, followed me. That's cool to me. So
I think that's how many Instagram followers I have, something like that. But I also follow probably about 400 more than who follow me.
And that's the trick, because I have less than 1,000 people that I'm following on TikTok.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
But it's not as easy on Instagram as like it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like there used to be, like Instagram used to be popping, like TikTok is now. And
yeah,
I think that it's like it's its own place, Instagram, and I love it for what it is. Like it's a place. It's almost got like this kind of freedom, right? Because especially now with what do they call it? IGTV, Instagram TV,
yeah,
where you can post like real long videos.
Mm-hmm.
You can basically, like, if you get kicked off of YouTube, plenty of people get kicked off of YouTube for dumb shit reasons. Look, don't come at me now just because I'm the one saying it. But
they have, you know how on TikTok you can take that audio? They have that on Instagram now.
Like how you can use like a song or like somebody's audio from the original video,
Yeah.
and use it as the audio track for your video. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always wondered like when distributing music and stuff, like it always says like they can put it on TikTok, and I was like, that don't make no sense. Like there was an option I think for one of the when we were looking for distribution for our podcast in the early days.
Yeah.
There was something that said that we could get the audio on TikTok, and I was like, that doesn't make sense because TikTok's like, what, 30-second videos or whatever. But that's what it means. It takes the audio and you can like use it. Like Young Slip Up, shout out to the homie Young
Shouts
Slip
out.
Up, has his song on TikTok, I think. Like you can
Yeah?
you can search it and use it as the. Yeah, you should look that up before
I'm about to look
before
it
I
up
go
right
and say some shit. But he's like everywhere for real. So
excuse me, y'all.
I wouldn't be. That was my video, so you don't have to.
I know. I told
Yeah,
you.
I
every
get
time I
copyright
get-
strike for. You
Every
can let
time
him
I
watch
get
it.
into TikTok, it's always you.
I think that's so freaking cool. I don't see any of your like. I have to go to your profile
Wow.
to see your stuff,
Wow. Thanks.
and like, it should mean more because I have to go
said
manually
thanks.
watch it. Yeah, thanks.
Because I knew you were gonna explain yourself afterwards. Oh,
That
happy
is true.
Juneteenth, by the
Happy
way, to
Juneteenth
me.
as we're recording this, and happy Juneteenth yesterday as this is being released.
No, 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, 2 days
As
ago.
This is being released.
Thank God this doesn't release tomorrow.
Right? There's a little bit of editing that has to be done. How the hell am I gonna search? All right, let me just do. See if
Just
I
like
can
make a
upload.
video.
Yeah.
Just record for a few seconds and then go to the sounds. However the fuck you do that.
Go to-
I'm still learning how to do shit
It
on
is
TikTok.
definitely the sounds. Let's see. Young Slip Up. That's who I'm looking for.
But I thought I looked for it before.
You did, or you thought you did?
I thought I did. So,
It's on there.
boom! 9 Days, the new song by Young
minute.
Slip Up. Shouts out to the homie.
Actually, a bunch of his stuff is on here.
I would bet if he uses the same whatever for distribution that all of his shit is every fucking where.
Oh, there go my song, 2 a.m. It's 2
That shit
a.m..
goes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me singing up in here.
Well,
Anyway.
it happens. So
Any news? Anything you were itching to bring up?
well, not itching. I brought it up off camera. I didn't realize I was going to bring it up on camera. These Utah women. This has got to be like the third or fourth time I've gotten on this podcast and vented about Utah women. What
Yeah.
the hell is up?
And I was telling you off air, like, everybody from not here asks me the same question. What the fuck is up with these Utah women? And there's a very elaborate and specific reason why not only can I not answer it, but I can't even really go into it. And I would have to say, and in fact, I would even have to go as far as to say that it is for the simple fact that I'm from here, so I don't know anything different.
Yeah, you don't know different, but I mean,
I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro.
your wife's different, right?
Yeah, that's probably for a reason.
Because she's not from here.
Yeah.
So you do know.
I guess
Nah.
I get it, but it was
Utah.
probably a subconscious like understanding of
Yeah,
it.
you were like, oh, this is different from what I'm used to. This is actually nice. I get, it's straight up honesty, communication.
It is what it is.
Am I wrong, though?
No, you're not wrong. I have a pretty good relationship. I don't like to brag about it, but
You should definitely brag about it.
I like to praise my wife 'cause she's fucking awesome. I don't want to like not brag about that,
She's
but
pretty dope.
I'm just like a humble character. I don't like to, A lot of people get heartbroken every day, and a lot of people listen to this show. Like I don't want to rub it in.
But you give
But-
hope to people who, like, maybe people like me, down on their luck.
If I can give you some advice on that, sorry, I didn't mean to like cut you off. I thought you were
that
like
was a Hamilton line. But I'm listening.
just like I've said before, like I found somebody that I like legit just enjoy being around, and it doesn't have to be the most sappy thing all the time, but it's just like when I'm doing shit, when I'm like on an adventure or doing something new, if there's somebody that I could have right next to me, it'd be her. And
Yeah.
and like that's just the greatest feeling ever. It's comfort, and you shouldn't settle for less. If you're gonna take anything away from me bragging about how awesome my marriage is, like, look, I looked at my grandparents, okay, because they were like, they didn't argue, they didn't bicker, they both had different opinions, they both enjoyed each other's time and company, they were best friends, man. best friends until the end. And I think they figured something out a long time ago about just, there's certain nuances to like, like just a little respect goes a long way. I don't need to.
Right.
I don't need to worry about where she's at. And if I have to worry about where she's at, then that in itself is the problem, right? Yeah. It's not about. I don't know. I should. I think I've gone on long enough. But don't just settle for somebody that you think you can change, man, because, it's like the old you have to accept somebody for who they are. But if you can't, if you don't like who they are, then you're not in love with them. And I think people forget that.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to go any further with that because
but these Utah women, man.
These Utah women.
Shouts out to you for being one of a kind. And if you're listening locally, which most of you probably are, and if you're a woman, like write in, comment or something. Let us know.
Right.
Is there something that? What's wrong with you? Yeah. Tell us what the fuck is wrong with you. No, I'm just
being controversial right now. Seriously.
Controversial opinions. That should be my new tune for that segment, bro.
Nice. Every time I bring up Utah women, because I'm sure this is not the last time I'm gonna bring it up.
I wouldn't imagine so.
You know me.
I gotta get it off my chest. I've never known you to not bring up women. It's not I'm not saying anything. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just making an observation.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You got to own it.
You're not wrong.
like them guys from shouts out to WCYT, whatever creams your Twinkie. Out. But those guys fucking talk about nothing but like men and women shit, double standard, controversial topics, like, and they address it. Like, I want to say in the most recent episode, they said something. No, never mind. I don't want to spoil it.
Dang it. I gotta go listen to that one. I'm not caught up yet on the latest.
But it's basically a running joke, and it's like they're funny, but they're also serious, and they make a lot of good points. And they talk about a lot of real shit that people are afraid to talk about. Right. And this, as much as I love to plug their show and advertise for them, this is coming from more of a place of like, seriously, they're fucking funnier than me, and you should watch them. I'm not fucking around.
For real, y'all.
But you're tired of hearing me say it, so
let's talk about homeless people.
Okay, we're shifting gears here.
From Utah women to homeless people.
Well,
sometimes it's not.
There is a homeless issue in Utah.
Yeah. But right now, I want to talk about the homeless issue in California.
It's a much bigger issue.
Yeah, but specifically, homeless man throws water bottle at California Governor Gavin Newsom.
This is okay.
You didn't see that coming.
I did not. At who?
Gavin Newsom.
Which is what?
California governor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should I know that? Should I be ashamed for not knowing that?
I don't know if you should be ashamed, but you should definitely know it. What is your take on that? Should he go to jail?
For throwing a water bottle?
Yep.
No.
You remember the guy that threw the shoe at George W. Bush?
Yeah. Did he go to jail?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I also don't believe that he should have. So before y'all get political on me and, Democrats can do it, but Republicans can't, or vice versa, or whatever. If you throw a water bottle, come on, bro. Like, have you ever fucking seen a rock concert? There's like all these videos of not even like rock and rap concerts and whoever, of like people throwing shit on stage and artists getting mad. You think those people go to fucking jail?
They're not government officials.
I don't give a fuck.
And you're the type of person that would throw a shoe or a water bottle at.
No, I'm not saying I would do it, and I'm not advocating doing it, okay? I don't fucking take it there because I wasn't taking it there. A disclaimer. I have to do that. He
wasn't talking to me, you guys, who just listened. He was talking to you guys.
I was talking to y'all, okay? Fuck. Don't fucking do that. Jesus.
Yeah. So
what were we saying?
They're not government officials. That's why
he wasn't trying to hurt nobody. He was just like, yeah, fuck you.
If that was the truth, then he would have thrown
a water bottle, bro.
I'm talking about the shoe.
A shoe? What kind of shoe are we talking about? Because
Hard-bottom
I was young when
loafers.
this happened.
Hard bottom loafers. He threw 2 shoes, and George Bush
Maybe give
dumped
him like a
both of those.
misdemeanor,
He dumped both of
disorderly
those.
conduct, or maybe like, but like felony assault, you're going to jail? I don't know about that.
Who said felony assault? You're just making up charges now.
I really am. I don't know. I assume that if you go to
you
jail.
Had me thinking for a second. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Felony assault.
Is that a thing? Can you get a felony assault? Like assault with a deadly weapon is probably a felony, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that'd be a deadly weapon.
Well, that's kind of, that's the debate we're
Assault-
having, really.
No, it'd be assault with a weapon.
Okay. So, how about I don't believe that?
All right, so you're more of the. You throw a water bottle at me, I beat you up like who was that on basketball? Who just did that?
You're going to
Somebody
beat
threw
him
water
up,
bottles.
but bro,
Hey, you're coming after me. I preserve the right to
coming
come
after you, bro. Look, if I'm like in a crowd, say I'm famous and I'm on the red carpet or whatever fucking bullshit, and I get hit with a water bottle, like, don't get me wrong. I might have I have anger issues. I might have anger issues in my life, and I might take this opportunity to snap. But
Okay, that's the point.
do I think that you should go to jail for throwing the water bottle? No. Do I think that I should go to jail for beating your ass if I'm mad about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I do. Because, okay, it depends on the circumstances. Here's what I'm saying. I might not just jump to beating your ass, okay? But I might be like, hey, fuck you. Who threw that? You want your ass beat? And then if you come at me with the same energy, then yeah, it's happening.
All right, forget a water bottle. You're on the red carpet. You're famous. You get 2 shoes thrown at you.
2 shoes.
2 shoes.
And if they're hard bottom loafers, I gotta say, that one you might get hit for without any introduction. Just pop, you're on the floor. That's it. I gotta put you down. I'm sorry.
Bro, that's light assassination if you're a president.
That's light assassination.
Attempt, yeah.
Bro, I don't know about all that. Besides, I think we put too much we place too much importance on government officials. They're like below janitors. They're public servants. They work for us.
They're not below janitors.
Well, they should be.
They have slightly more responsibilities than janitors do.
They have a lot more power than they should. They're supposed to work for us, and they don't.
My point is still the same.
My point is, if you throw a water bottle at a homeless person, are you going to go to jail?
No.
Okay.
What are they doing for you?
What is a politician doing for you?
More than you're putting on.
Bro, you know how I feel
sit
about
like,
this.
Yeah, but you sit here and act like politicians do nothing. There are politicians.
Oh, they
out
do
there.
a whole lot of fuck shit.
Yeah, you act like there are not politicians out there who are trying to work for the company or for the communities. And
Okay,
stuff like
fine.
that.
There's probably a whole lot of people out there thinking, and I don't know if the government or if the governor of California is a good or bad guy. I don't know if he's a Republican or Democrat. I don't fucking know. So there might be a lot of people on his side out there going, well, what the fuck? He's one of the good politicians, one of the good guys. I don't fucking know. But I don't trust none of them.
And there was my point.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
I was getting there. Don't worry.
Other government
I don't
officials.
fuck around with it. I don't like it.
Other government officials that I've gotten. Okay, so the prime minister of France just got slapped by a guy.
Now that you maybe get an assault charge.
Oh,
you know
now you want
he slapped him, bro. If I slap you right now.
If I attempted to slap you and I missed, is that the same thing?
No.
So it's the missing part that's like, so if the guy would
Well, that'd be funny. I'd be laughing at
So
you.
if the guy-
How the fuck you can't slap
listen.
somebody?
So if the guy who threw the shoe at the president hit the president, would that be an assault charge?
So you're telling me it didn't?
I'm telling you, no. I told you in the beginning of you talking that he
I
ducked
missed that
both
part.
of those shoes.
Okay. That changes things.
Okay, so which way you lean?
If I'm getting hit with the shoes, you're getting hit in the face with a lot of shit.
But you're the president of the United
But
States of America.
if I ain't
you can't
get hit,
somebody.
listen, I'm the type of person, you gotta understand, like, I don't think that even if I was the president of the United States, you should treat me like a fucking god, man, or a king, or any of that. I just don't, they're people.
It's not about
they're
being
they're
treated.
people that suck.
It's not about being treated like king or god. It's about being treated with respect. And if somebody threw a shoe at me on the street, I would be willing to whip their ass right then.
That's fair enough.
But since I'm the president in that aspect, I'm the president. I can't go around whooping people's ass. So what I'm gonna do is something in my power, which is put your ass in jail so you learn a lesson not to fuck with me.
I don't think you got a choice in the matter. I don't think you would even have to press charges at that point.
No,
I think that the Secret Service would just put you away immediately.
That's not the point. Yeah, me saying what I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying because the end result should still be jail time.
Okay, but my point, I think, still stands in the sense of, like, if that's what you think, then you should go to jail for throwing shit at homeless people. Right?
I mean, the logic is sound.
But nobody gives a fuck. You can go to San Francisco right now and throw shit at people from a bus window as you drive through town. And nobody would give a shit.
But here's the caveat to that one. You run the risk of getting your ass beat.
If you're on the bus and you're just throwing, like, shit at homeless people out the window?
Maybe not on the bus.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, even on the bus, somebody might take... Nah, okay, this is California.
Yeah, if we're talking about fucking California, bro. Californians are fucking ruthless, okay? Fuck the governor. He can get it, too. He's probably fucking one of them.
Like... Never mind, we'll just pass that.
I'm just saying, I'll throw a fucking water bottle at anybody who fucking comes at me
people.
Sideways, okay? Listen, if you're fucking homeless, prepare to get hit with... No, I'm just...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you wanted to get controversial. No, listen.
Just carries a box of batteries around and just throws them at homeless people. I've seen it.
I seen it. Oh, fuck.
But yeah, so speaking of Gavin Newsom, he just opened up California pretty much.
Yeah, I thought that they did that a while ago. Or no, they just... They let restaurants open.
Yeah.
Kind of how they were here. Like, they were supposedly shut down, but all the restaurants were still open. They were doing, like, curbside pickup and shit.
Well, when it got a little better, but in the beginning, it was just like everything was fucking shut down.
Yeah.
We had shortages and shit. There's still, like, a chicken shortage now, I think, right?
There's a lot of shit. I work at... I probably
Change,
shouldn't
coin,
tell you, but
short.
I have a new job at a fucking little fast food joint.
Yeah.
And there's a
It says your storage is full.
lot of shit.
It wasn't recording when I came up.
Just audio this week, then.
Yeah?
Yeah, with a picture of us. You guys...
Well, we could fucking turn something back on. We just pause right now. Fucking do something. That
make your
storage
point
should not be full.
before we go on a break.
Okay. So my point was, there's just a lot of shit that we're, like, out of, and then we don't get it when the shipment comes. Like, the truck comes every week, you know? And then you're like, what the fuck happened? And they don't have it at the warehouse or whatever, like supplies with certain shit. There's, like, a bunch of shit that we're out of. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, we'll take our break, you guys. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Take it back, see you running with my soul now. I know my demons, I know they telling me secrets. I cannot stop all this bleeding, just know I'm fine. Tell me that I'm always the reason, I cannot see what you're seeing. I know the thoughts of you leaving were fucking right. Go ahead and put me through pain.
And we are back. Thank you guys for bearing with us real quick.
Yeah, through our technical difficulties.
Yeah, we had some.
But I hope you enjoyed the ads, and we got video back. Yay!
Hey, turn up. We got some video, y'all.
Sorry about that, but there's no going back now. So the only way is onward. Onward and upward and forward. And if you March 4th, that is also my birthday. So shouts the fuck out to me. And, yeah. How's that for a fucking introduction?
I was gonna say that's quite an interesting one. Let's move on.
Where were we? Homeless people?
Homeless people throwing batteries at them. You do it, Trevin, and I saw you do it.
He saw it, and you know the feds are watching. So
now let's talk about let's do a devil's advocate. You remember those?
Devil's advocate.
Do any of
Bringing
our
it back.
listeners remember that? I don't even remember when we.
Let
stopped
us
it.
know what was the last Devil's Advocate y'all remember.
Right.
I missed that segment.
Or favorite.
What do we got today?
Today's Devil's Advocate. I got this from Twitter. It says, settle a long-running group chat debate. Olive Garden or Red Lobster?
You know what?
Uh-oh.
Fuck. It's just hard for me to have an opinion on that is all.
Why?
Because I can't remember when the last time I've been to a Red Lobster was.
I remember the last time I went to a Red Lobster.
But it's supposed to be fancy, right?
Ish.
Like,
It's as fancy as Olive Garden is.
yeah, I was going to say, like, it's fancy for, like, trailer trash, I feel like. Or at least where I'm from.
I
Like,
love Olive Garden.
I wasn't saying Olive Garden. I'm not going to disrespect Italians like that. I mean, Red Lobster.
Ah, okay.
I just feel like that's
So you
like
disrespect the
that's
sea.
like poor white people bougie. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. I'm not saying this is a fact. I'm just saying that's how I see it in my head. That's how I've always seen it.
Okay.
But I don't go to Red Lobster, so I don't really know.
Well, I mean, I don't go to Red Lobster anymore. They almost killed me.
But in the same sense,
Yeah, go ahead, finish that, and then we'll get into it.
Jesus, how am I supposed to finish now? That's what she said. Yeah, I got you before you could get me. Haha, I got myself. Fuck, now really what was I talking about? God
He
damn
said
it.
in the same sense.
As-
Trailer trash.
I would just feel like Olive Garden is like on the expensive side of not expensive food. Like it's on the high end
Yeah.
of low end, or it's on the low end of high
Yeah.
end quality food. There's like some people think that it's like fancy food, and then people who eat real fancy food are like, ha,
It's like on the
Pish
highest
posh.
cliff of the lowest
I
reservoir
scoff
or
at
something.
Olive Garden. You know what I mean? Not me.
You
talking
heard
about-
it first. He scarfs at Olive Garden.
I scarf down a lot of shit at Olive Garden.
No,
The pasta's bad for you. It makes you feel like a literal garbage bag.
It's not bad for you. Too much of it is bad for you.
The way that they feed you at Olive Garden, like it's the government trying to fatten you up like a Christmas ham so they can harvest you for your adrenochrome.
That's for babies, right?
Yeah. I'm just throwing shit out there. I'm Alex Jones today.
Ah, got you.
I was going to get a literal tinfoil hat to like pull up. Oh, never mind. I'll just leave it at that.
That's
I'll
easy to
fucking
make.
do
You
it
can
next
just
time.
make that.
I
Yeah.
know. It's like,
Let's talk about not Olive Garden, because I love Olive Garden. So that's my
I
answer.
do too.
Red Lobster almost killed me. Have I never told you this story?
You apparently haven't.
Apparently not. Buckle up, strap in, all you people, and listen to how
I've
I
heard
almost
about a couple of times that you almost died, I think.
Yeah, this is one of them. So I was in. This is back when I was in the military.
Okay.
I was in the Army. We were stationed in Fort Knox, Kentucky. Yes, that is where I almost died. So one day we decided to go out to Red Lobster just because you know,
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. I've never been one to just be like, oh, I want to go to Red Lobster. I can literally not remember one time where I was like, oh, let's fucking go to Red Lobster.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, we'll go to Red Lobster, whatever. I like seafood. All right?
Whatever.
I like seafood.
I'll fuck with a little bit of seafood here and there.
So we go. I order this shrimp trio, shrimp done 3 ways. This is a bunch of shrimp, right? But it's done 3 different ways. I can't remember how it's done, but anyway, so we do it. I eat. I don't remember if I tasted like something metallic. You know what I mean? But
You don't remember if that happened?
I don't
That
remember
seems
if that
significant enough if you're going to bring it up that it probably happened.
maybe in my mind, in retrospect, I wanted it to happen because I wanted to know what
Okay.
I wish I knew what was coming. But so we leave Red Lobster. I keep wanting to say Olive Garden. We leave Red Lobster and then we go back to the barracks,
Red Garden.
which is where we were staying. And then so I was like, I'm gonna go do something because there's hardly anything to do when you're on orders and like all you're doing is your job the whole day pretty much. So I went just out by myself with the soccer ball to the soccer fields and just like ran around a little bit, did some drills and played by myself. Not with
You played
myself.
with yourself? Oh. Beat me to it.
I got me first. Played by myself. And then I started to feel like really, really weird. Like, I don't know, it started getting hard for me to breathe. Like, and I started getting like really hot. It was hot outside, of course, it's Kentucky, but I was hot, but kind of like shivering just a little bit. Anyway, it was enough for me to know something was wrong. So I go back to the barracks and I'm like, maybe I just need to sit in the air conditioning or something like that. So I go back to the barracks. I'm trying to figure out if this is gonna be TMI. How edited do I need to be with this?
We want to know all of it.
All right,
And
you
you
gotta
know
know it.
that our people want to hear everything.
True that. So excuse your little ears. Children should not be listening to this.
Yeah, and if this is your warning, if there is anybody that doesn't want to know, now's your...
This is it. Spoiler alert.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Now that they're gone, now that all the pussies are out of here, no, I'm just...
So I go in. I think I need just some AC or whatever. So I go in. I chill, sit on the barracks beds, for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, oh, I gotta shit. So I go to the bathroom, and I almost die on the toilet. But anyway, they were not gonna Elvis me. So I go to the bathroom, and I just progressively start feeling worse. But before I go to the bathroom, I told two of my battle buddies, is what we call them, and they were combat medics. But we were just really close anyway. So I told him, I was like, I'm not feeling good. I don't know what's going on. This, and this. I was like, it's getting a little harder for me to breathe. And I just gave him the symptoms. And so I went to the bathroom to go to the bathroom. And then...
Is that what you went there for?
That's what I went there for.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, because, when they say, like, when you die, you void your bowels.
Mm-hmm.
You were not going to catch me like that today.
So you knew you were going to die.
No, I just...
And you're like, I have a feeling I'm probably going to die. This is just, like, I've never been sick like this. Like, let me go shit so at least I save myself the embarrassment.
You're not going to talk about me after I'm dead like that.
I don't want everybody who witnessed me die, like, to remember that. That to be their last,
Right. No, but, like, they do say that you void your bowels. Like,
yeah, no, I know
you
they
die.
do.
And I think that's what my body was doing. It knew something was wrong, so I had to go.
So you were dying.
Void the bowels. Yeah, I was dying. So I go in there.
It's heavy.
And I, for about a minute or two, I'm in there and I'm doing what I got to do, and immediately I start to like go blind, like 100%.
Oh, fuck.
Like everything starts to get dark. Like at first it was gradual, and then it was like. Yeah, and by this time, the two combat medics, my buddies, they came in to the bathroom and they started asking questions. How are you feeling? You okay? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and they said,
Fuck.
They said I was barely breathing. And I'm just like, just now getting done from the toilet at this point. So, like, I know, like, I started going blind and I started not being able to breathe. I was like, oh, crap. So I opened
you were
the door.
really dying.
Yeah. So I opened the stall door or whatever after I'm wiping or whatever. So they're looking at me. But I'm like, fuck it, man. Whatever. This is it. So I get up, pull my pants up or whatever. And then I take probably a step and a half, 2 steps. And I collapse. I don't know. I don't remember if they caught me or not. But I just collapsed. Again, they said I wasn't breathing. And I could still hear them faintly. Like barely I could hear. And they were just like, we're going to stick this in your leg. It was epinephrine, adrenaline. They're like, we're going to stick this in your leg. Are you okay with that? I don't remember answering, but they stuck it in me. And then like half a second later, it's like, I'm up. I'm ready to fucking go. It's like, I can breathe. I'm alive.
You just shot some major stimulants.
So much adrenaline like going through my body at that moment. It was crazy. But anyway, they had called 911. The paramedics showed up. They said 2 more minutes, and I would have been done for. Like,
so was it allergies then?
That's what people were thinking. They were proposing that it was I'm allergic to seafood. But I love seafood, and I still eat seafood, shellfish and all. So I went and got the allergy test or whatever, and it came back that I was a little allergic to it or whatever. But again, I still eat it all the time, like even now. So another theory was from a nurse that was actually with us at Red Lobster is that I got something called scombroid poisoning, which sent me into anaphylactic shock, and it's basically because of the mixture of things, like in the pot. Maybe they didn't clean the pot out right, and they cooked some different type of fish or something in there, and then something got
Cross
mixed.
contamination or something.
Yeah, something
like that.
And then I went into anaphylactic shock, which is everything that came afterwards: the not breathing, the blindness,
Yeah.
the hearing.
Because I know you to
to
eat seafood, so I wasn't thinking it was
Right.
going to be allergies the whole time. I was waiting for you to, after the metallic taste, and then you were like, wait, I'm going to get to the end. I was thinking like mercury poisoning or something.
I don't know, maybe, but the point of that is
Probably not, but
I've never been back to Red Lobster, any Red Lobster in any state.
you should do that TikTok trend. It's
TikTok thing?
yeah, I'll have to send you one of the videos, but it's like he says what the fuck does he say? Oh, he says what's a restaurant you will never eat at no matter how hungry you are. I seen a few of them. One guy tells, I can't remember if it was a guy or a lady, told a story about IHOP or Denny's or something.
Denny's is racist.
I just found this out about 7 seconds ago. That's a shame.
But what's the TikTok trend? They are though.
He says you got to duet the video or stitch the video. I forget. But he says, what's a restaurant you'll never go back to or you'll never eat at no matter how hungry you are? And you got to do like your story.
Oh, okay.
So
I probably got to whittle down some of the details, but
yeah, you got to make it TikTok length.
30 seconds.
I'm pretty sure that I can do 3-minute videos.
Well, you have a lot more followers than I
Well,
have.
yeah, I got an email or something that said they weren't giving it to everybody. That it was like they were testing it out and giving it to just a few creators. So they probably gave it to people with like over 1K, honestly.
Yeah, flex.
It's really like it's not a flex at
3,000
all.
whole followers.
3,000 people though. Can you believe that they all like follow me? I could be a cult leader with 3,000. I'm not saying I'm
could.
famous, like, you know,
have a
Illuminati
compound.
famous. But, you know, 3,000 followers, bro. Like, think of the last person who had that many followers, bro. It's
Heh.
like probably David Koresh or
Jesus
something.
only had 12.
Shit, bro. At the time. And one of them wasn't even for real. He was stabbing him in the back the whole time.
Well, technically 13 because that one got replaced.
Oh.
Or no. Ooh, I should know this. I'm Christian.
Yeah, you really should.
I should know this.
I could bullshit and
I
make
feel
shit
like
up
there
and
was
lie about
13.
the Bible all day, but at the end of the day,
Oh, no, he got
I'm not a
replaced.
Christian,
He
so
got
I don't have
replaced
to
after
answer to
Jesus
y'all.
died. He was replaced after Jesus died.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm going to say. So,
you heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Let's.
You heard it from the
did you have
Bible
anything else
first.
to say about? You did hear it from the Bible first.
He's like, yeah, I was the first one to. You just like went along with it. You were like, yeah.
That's because I wasn't paying attention.
I know, but that was great. I gotcha.
You did. I got
okay.
you. Did you have anything else to say about Red Lobster or Olive Garden?
Just that I. Oh, you know what? I had a small story about
talk
the
about
the
it.
only thing that I can think of when you say Red Lobster, aside from the fact that I can't remember eating there, is like I won you know those, fuck, what do they call them in school? You have you like sell shit to raise money, fundraiser.
Fundraiser.
You remember the old school fundraisers before we had goddamn GoFundMe and shit?
Which one's like the chocolate
So
candy
yeah,
bars for $1?
so yeah, we would sell candy bars or whatever, right? There was one where I had a magazine, like a catalog, like a Sears catalog, and you would show it to all
I
your family,
remember
and they
this.
would order
Yeah,
all the
just order
whatever
different
they
shit.
want.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one it was, but me and my little brother won, and the winners, like 4 or 5 people from the whole school that won, got to ride on the bus, and I don't remember if it was Lay Bus or whatever bus, but it was like a big tour bus.
Late bus.
There's one that you see around here all the time. It's called Les Bus. I don't know how you
That's French right there.
Yeah.
Les
Les
Bus.
Bus. But I'm sorry. That's probably disrespectful. But probably.
If we have any French listeners, let us know.
But Les Bus.
I'm
sorry.
Sacre
What the fuck was I saying?
Catch les bus.
Oh, it was like a legit ass tour bus. Like it had like a sectional couch that went around the whole back end. They had flat
nice.
screens and all kinds of shit. And this was like in the 2000s, right? So This
Sounds
was like
French.
super pimp my ride shit. Like it
Yeah.
was the dopest shit I ever seen
Yeah.
inside of a bus. And I was a kid, so I never seen a lot of like cool decked out interiors in large vehicles. Anyway, so we got to ride on this bus, and they're like, the other half of this is you get to go to lunch. We take you guys anywhere you want. And so
Nice.
we wanted to go to McDonald's,
Of
and
course, you're a bunch of kids. You want to go to
the motherfucker was like, "Are you kidding me? We have like an unlimited budget to take you on the fucking tour bus and like take you anywhere." Literally, like he was like on Snoop Dogg's first tour. He sat right there and he pointed at my little brother in the corner of the couch, and it was like the coolest thing ever to us. And
What's up?
he was like, "I would be like, let's go to fucking Red Lobster. What the hell is wrong with you
White
kids?"
trash.
And we're all like McDonald's. I don't know. Maybe that could be a false memory. Maybe it was just me that wanted McDonald's. I've always been kind of obsessed with McDonald's in a bad way. But that's my little story. That's
And
the only thing that I can think of when you say Red Lobster, because I don't
That's
ever remember
hilarious.
going there.
Especially after you said that about the white trash thing. The and then the tour guy or tour bus driver. I would be like, I want to go to Red Lobster. Yeah, well, I got something to say to you. Fuck Red Lobster, man. They almost killed me, man.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah.
Olive
look what you
Garden all
did.
day.
Look what they did to my boy.
Right? Now I'm scarred. I got PTSD. Scarred for life.
Listen, got my
Um,
man all wrong over here, okay?
Speaking of PTSD and phobias,
Fuck you.
you know it's coming over here to you.
Okay, what?
So it's nothing bad. I was just if let's
You just
pretend
want to get me on a plane?
kind of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But let's pretend right now that you're not afraid of like planes and flying, right?
Cool, let's fucking go to
We're gonna
Jamaica
pretend.
right now.
That's the first place. I know that's your bucket list.
I'll take my life savings and I will never come back.
But you'd be stuck if you take your life savings. I'm just playing.
Yeah, I will, and I won't need to come back anyway. You think I'm fucking around?
You'll need suntan lotion. But so we'll talk about this. This is a kind of like a bucket list built by Condé Nast Traveler. That's a very popular magazine website for travelers and stuff like that. So basically, they just put together the 10 trips every traveler should travel or take.
10 trips every traveler
Travelers
should
should
take.
travel. So
That is what travelers do, right? They tend to travel.
Yeah, they tend to.
Is that what they do, Reg? Do they
Side
travel?
note, let me get this off my chest before we get into this. Side note, you know what grinds my gears?
What?
When I ask people, I'm like, "Oh, do you travel? Have you traveled much?" "Yeah, I've been all over the U.S." Now, that's okay? Granted, technically,
That's traveling.
Technically, it is.
They do be traveling,
That is technically traveling.
you know.
But I don't want to be the one to sound pretentious and be like internationally. But I really mean internationally. Have you been anywhere outside the U.S.? That just
For
grinds
sure.
my gears because of the mindset of Americans when it comes to travel.
I've been just over the border to a few cities in most of the states around Utah. But when people ask me if I've ever been out of Utah, I say no.
Thank you.
So that's like the exact opposite of
I like
the shit that grinds your gears.
laying that shit down.
I'm like, no, not really. Like, what?
You oil.
You want to hear about Grand Junction, Colorado? It's a fucking desert. I went for, I'm not going to tell you what I went down there to do. It's a music festival. Okay, I told you.
Okay, I told you. I'm not gonna tell you. All right, fine. You beat it out of me.
All right, fine. I told you. But,
So yeah, Condé Nast, their top 10 trips that every traveler should travel.
okay, what's number one? I want to know.
Number 10. We're gonna start.
I know you're going to count down, but I really, let's go, is what I'm saying.
Skydiving in Cape Town. Now
You can forget the skydiving part.
I said pretend you're not. Oh well, it is still kind of like without the plane. So I'm not mad at you on that one.
Thank you.
I'm not mad at you on that one. But skydiving in Cape Town. Cape Town is one of the capitals of South Africa.
May I see it?
Shouts out to Dash. My bad. Here you go.
Shouts out to Dash.
Shouts out to Dash, who is
That is beautiful.
kind of from.
That is pretty
South
cool.
Africa,
It's
right?
right on the ocean.
Yeah, it's on the coast there. That's what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
I would definitely do it. I've skydived before, and I plan on doing it a few more times, actually.
Might as well go for your license then at that point.
You have to jump, I think, 20 times.
Yeah, 20-something.
20, somewhere between 20 and 50 times you have to jump tandem. But then you can, like, start trying and shit and do your own. I thought about it. It's just expensive to, like,
if
jump
you're
out of
gonna
a
do
plane
it a bunch of times,
that's a lot of money.
then you might as well go all the way, is what I'm saying.
Well, that makes
I
sense.
think you'll change your mind if you watch that documentary I told you to watch.
If I ever watch it.
Yeah.
I literally thought about that the other day.
Let's watch one episode together because they're short, and he cut it into pieces. Before you leave here, we'll just watch it short.
Today?
Yeah, just a short YouTube video, and then
How short is short? Because I don't know if we're going to do it today.
it's a few minutes.
A few minutes. What is a few minutes, Trevin?
It's like 10.
30?
It's like 10, 15 minutes.
Is that like 18 minutes?
No, it's really like
Okay.
between 10 and 15.
I'm okay. I'll consider.
All
it.
of them are somewhere between 10 and 15.
I'll definitely consider it. Okay, number 9.
He's gonna watch it.
Number 9. A New Zealand road trip that takes in low-key Auckland adventures in Queenstown and artsy Wellington. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's the city, I'm guessing. As well as icy volcanic.
Beef
What is
Wellington's
the name of
fancy.
that? I know I was thinking of that. Tongariro.
You were gonna say tongue gorilla.
Tongariro.
I was gonna say that sounds hot.
Tongariro National Park. It's not the name of it, people. And lush coastal Abel Tasman National Park. Why is this so hard for me to read right now?
It looks cool, but
Wait,
it's
you
no
see the
Cape
picture?
Town. It's all right, but there's views like that. Let me get the mic. There's views like that here.
Yeah, true. But
It's
it is
not-
still New Zealand.
It's pretty. It's beautiful. It's nature. But we have, like, literally, I could find something that looks like that right now.
In New Zealand, you can visit the Hobbit homes from the Lord of the Rings.
You can also do that in Salt Lake City. The little people houses.
That's what I thought.
They had a name for it. They called it like Hobbitville or something like that. I'm not calling it that because it's probably disrespectful, but
I'm glad I thought about my words because I was going to say something real disrespectful. I'll tell you off air. I can't wait to tell you. But yeah, that is not Hobbit homes. Those are little people homes. The little people.
no, but they call it Hobbitville or something
that
like
is
that.
disrespectful.
That's not me calling it that. Just so
No,
you know.
I know.
And if you're local, you'll probably know what I'm talking about.
That's the one that's hidden, right? Like you can't find it.
Yeah, it's like a mythical thing, man. It really is. Like they're tiny houses for tiny people.
But
And
I've talked to people who have actually been there, and they don't know how to get back.
I only knew one guy that knew how to get there, and I don't know where the address is. I don't think he did, but he knew how to get there. And like we went there, and it was really creepy looking, like at
Oh,
night.
you've been there?
Yeah, one time, and I want to say something. I have a memory, but I think it's a false memory.
Well, let's hear it then.
I have a memory of somebody chasing us out, like a little person chasing us out with like a baseball bat or some type of stick.
That is.
We backed up the van and we took off. But here's where I think the false memory comes from, because it was from like, at least a decade ago. Probably more. I was a teenager, and this would have been around the time I was on drugs. But everybody who told stories about the Hobbitville, they always, there was this thing about like they don't like outsiders, they don't like you coming in there.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And they will like chase you off and fucking get mad at you and shit.
Yeah, I've definitely heard
So it could have been that somebody told me that happened to them, and then we went, and then we got creeped out, and then just backed the van out, and then I, put the two things together, because my brain's rotten from drugs. Let's just be honest, okay?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of memories that I think are real, and then people be like they're real memories, but then like the details are not correct, and people will be like, "Why are you lying all the time, Trevin?" And I'm like, "For real?
Why you always lying?
I didn't mean to. You could just say like it didn't happen like that, and I'll be like, yeah, you're probably right.
It's just the way it is.
I'm not lying.
Number
lying,
8.
I'm dying.
Number 8. Touring the Indonesian islands, taking in the temples, volcanoes, and the beaches. Look at that.
Okay, yeah, that's cool as fuck.
That's beautiful, right?
Volcanic islands.
And you're not
Like
not
Hawaii.
scared of boats or being out on the water either.
Oh, no, I like that shit, man. I love the water.
I would love to do a cruise. Cruises are dope. Number 7, the alien landscapes of Iceland, where you can swim in geothermal rivers and go diving between tectonic plates in pure glacial waters.
That sounds
Now,
cool, but
that sounds dope. I didn't know that was a thing you could do, and I want to do it now. But it is Iceland.
I don't know.
Come on, bro. Swimming between tectonic plates don't get your
Tickle
jimmies
my
in the rise.
fancy. What's that? Is that what they call that?
I don't know. I just made that up right now.
I
Is that not something that like?
I don't know. Not to disrespect it or anybody from Iceland. If that's the coolest thing in the world,
Reykjavik.
then it just is.
That's the only Icelandic word I know, and that's the
It
city.
doesn't just. It's not that appealing to me. I don't know.
I'm an adventurer.
I like old cities and shit. Like if I'm gonna travel, that's the kind of shit I want to see.
Then maybe this next one is for you, number 6 here.
Okay.
Well, this one actually is going to be for you because of the no flying.
Like I want to see most of Europe because of that. Like all their buildings look like castles.
Yeah, they're
They
beautiful.
don't have like shiny metal skyscrapers like New York.
Oh, Pickens is calling him. We'll call him back. So, number 6 is an
Shouts
epic...
out.
Shouts out to Pickens.
Shouts out.
Number 6 is an epic all-American road trip. From the golden sands and sunshine of Los Angeles, past the Grand Canyon, and the Native American communities of the desert.
That's my
Then
fucking bread and
on
butter.
to St. Louis and Chicago. This is...
Yeah, that's my shit.
St. Louis, I want to say. I don't know where that is. That's L.A. for sure. But yeah, so this is more your speed, right? Epic road trip across America.
That would be lit, yeah.
I've
That
done
would
that.
be lit,
moving
fam.
here. It's all right. It's not bad. It's just
I would do it just for the hell of it. I would like it to be a road trip though, because I would like to see all the stuff.
there is an epic road trip map out there.
I fucking saw this guy, this YouTuber, take the whole Route 66 thing, and
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. I don't know if I ever
saw
finished
someone
watching
do
it.
that.
But
Number 5, or a South American Great Drive, starting in La Paz, Bolivia, and winding up in Chile's Atacama Desert, which is at the south, down in the south. I tripped over that, huh? Number 4 is north to south through Japan, and you can see just by the pictures, Trevin, the juxtaposition of
Oh,
the
man.
very city portion is almost overwhelming. You know,
is that
I'm assuming this is Tokyo.
I was gonna say, but I don't
And then
know.
the countryside here, which is very nice.
Holy shit!
That's beautiful.
I'm into that kind of shit too. I love big cities, and I would love to go to Tokyo.
Yeah.
But that kind of shit too, like all that, I don't know, like Asian culture is really cool. Like when you get to see like what do they call it? Like the way that the fucking like big square houses, they lay them out like on one level. There's like a style. It has a name. But then they have like a courtyard in the middle and shit like that.
Oh.
Like all that kind of architecture
Yeah.
and shit with like the garden in the middle of the house and
Yeah.
and
I saw that
and
a
just
lot
like
in
all that
China.
nature. And they have like really cool looking fucking trees. Those pretty pink ones with the flowers. I love that kind of shit too, man. Like their countryside areas like have to be so
the lilies or something
fucking
like
beautiful. Yeah, or cherry blossoms.
that.
Is it cherry blossoms?
Cherry blossoms.
I think we had one in the front.
Number 3 is head to Argentina's Andes Mountains, glacial landscapes, and Iguazu
I'm
Falls.
good.
You don't like the ice and all that?
I like the cold, but that might be too cold. I don't know.
You prefer number 2?
Maybe
Exploring
I just
the
like
Caribbean by boat?
I could like there's tall cold ass fucking mountains right here again.
true.
Like I don't need to travel and get myself on a plane for that.
That's true.
Even if I wasn't scared of planes, like I just wouldn't I wouldn't take the fucking time to plan a trip just for that. If I happened to be in the area on business or something, I'd be like, yeah, let's check out the glaciers and shit or whatever. But
got you. Yeah, number 2 is exploring the Caribbean by boat.
That would be fucking gorgeous, man.
It's pretty like self-explanatory. You get to like drink. You get to buy fresh foods.
Tropical drinks on tropical islands.
And finally, number 1, seeing the Northern Lights in Finland.
That would be really cool.
Right, that's actually on
I've
my
never
bucket
seen the
list.
Northern Lights anyway. But can't you see them in Alaska?
Yeah, you can see them in Alaska. It's
So
harder.
you can drive to Alaska though.
You can. You just have to go through Canada.
And I hear there's this really shitty land bridge.
Probably.
You gotta take. It's like barely attached. But then I heard that once, and then when you look at the map, it looks like it's really attached, like a lot to Canada.
It's probably barely attached, but
I don't know.
But yeah, that's the top 10 that Condé Nast Traveler magazine / website says that all travelers should travel to.
Okay, well my number 1 is the road trip across America.
Yeah.
And I don't think it went all the way. Did it go all the way to the East Coast?
No, it stopped in Chicago.
Yeah, that's like Midwest. Still.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would like to go from California to New York City. That would be fun.
And then down to Florida.
That would take a long fucking time, and it might suck, the drive part of it, but it would be really nice
Absolutely, it would suck.
to see all that.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, I kind of had to do my road trip when I was moving out here, from the east. But with that being said, it changes so drastically. The landscape and everything changes so drastically.
Yeah, it's
Just driving
crazy.
across. It's really something I think people should actually experience.
One of the craziest things to me is I've been to Colorado now, and I've actually been to Denver and spent some time in Colorado. But I think we talked about this recently.
Yeah.
But there's 2 ways. Colorado sits right next to Utah, and then Wyoming.
Right. On top.
Yeah, and it's just as wide as both states.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go up into Wyoming, you go all the way across it, and then drop down into Colorado. Or you can go down through southern Utah to get to Grand Junction and stuff. But for how mountainous it is here, and all the lakes and all that kind of shit, and you go to Wyoming and it's flat, and the whole thing is one big road, and it's just a couple cows and a bunch of grass, and that's what they have to offer. And it's sad.
Yeah, it's not much to do up there. I've been through there. Obviously, driving here.
A lot of wind on account of the flatness. But
I guess so.
it's I think Iowa's pretty flat too. I could be thinking of something different, but my friend who's from here grew up and went to college in Iowa, and he said he would just stare out. I'm pretty sure it was Iowa. Again, I could be fucking this up, but he would just stare out the window in class and draw mountains on the horizon in his mind. He was psychologically depressed and fucked up.
Yeah, you definitely talked about this guy before.
But yeah, it's crazy, the deserts, even again just in Utah, the green, greenery here. Mm-hmm. Northern Utah, you have all the mountains and snow and pine trees and grass and lakes and beautiful nature, and then in southern Utah it's all red sand and arches.
Desert.
I mean, it's not all that.
Yeah, it is.
But no, there's cities down there.
Right.
I think St. George has palm trees.
Really?
I don't know. I probably made that up.
Yeah. False memories, you guys. So basically, what we learned here today is
you can't trust your fucking memories, and
and Olive Garden is better than Red Lobster. That's the thing that I'm taking away from here.
When the guy does the cheese thing, I never say stop.
Oh yeah, you don't say stop. Why would
you wait for him to get another block of cheese,
and then go through that one, and then you're like, okay, I think I can deal with this. Maybe a little bit more later.
One time they actually had to fucking charge me for all the cheese I got.
That is hilarious.
I ate 4 blocks of Parmesan on my.
I was joking.
Yeah, me too, but.
Yeah, I was joking, sure. Yeah, that was me joking.
Yeah.
But anyway, we appreciate you guys for joining us while we. That was actually finished.
Thanks for tuning in.
Tuning in. Thank you guys for joining us again for joining us after we went on hiatus. We had a couple of things come up, and our RJ actually got a new job and got super busy. But we are back, and thank you for joining us.
We back, baby.
We back, baby. Thank you for remembering.
We'll always be back. We might, we're here for the most part.
We're here for the most part. Make sure you follow us on everything Convo Series Podcast. Jump on over to YouTube, or the next time you're on YouTube, just don't forget to search us, Convo Series Podcast, and drop a like. And just make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to get the new stuff. And that way you won't be wondering when we're coming back or whatever. We're pretty
And we're on the road to 100 still. We're getting very dangerously
100.
close on
we're
YouTube.
We're getting close, baby. Yeah, so follow us on everything.
So help us out.
Mr. Chosen One.
Yeah, you can find me at Trevin's World now on all platforms. I even just got a new Trevin's World Facebook. Hopefully the Trevin's World podcast is coming soon. It's just something I got to work out. Other than that, the best place to keep up with me is probably on TikTok or Instagram if you don't do TikTok. I know a lot of people don't. But seriously, my TikTok's popping off at Trevin's World. And with that, I really appreciate you coming back every week, and I love you guys.
Seriously. And I can be found on everything at Reg Travels.
I can be found at everything. At
Reg Travels. That's TikTok. That is Instagram. That is also Facebook. Join my Facebook page, Reg Travels. It's been not deactivated, but I reactivated it lately, and I'm posted on there more regularly. So follow that. It is a community, you guys. We want you to feel comfortable while you're talking to us. We're just your friends. That's all it is. And
Seriously.
we just talk about all types of things. But we appreciate you. Go follow Trevin's World. Go follow Reg Travels. We love the shit out of you. And until next time, peace.
Oh,